This is Hot Takes with Nick and Justin. Thursday, Friday's tomorrow. I'm happy. You know what's not good? You know what's not making me happy?
What?
Trey Turner.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we lost Trey Turner for 6 weeks at least. It really sucks.
When's the last time when's the last time we did a pod? It was like what, last week?
I want to.
So that was right before the Giant. That was right before the Giants series. That was the day.
Yeah.
That's the day they played.
Something like that.
So what, Friday they played last time? Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But when did he get injured? Oh, it was third base, right?
No,
Like when he was rounding third base and running.
I think when he slid. I thought when he slid. When he scored on the wild pitch.
I thought he said when he was rounding third, he felt something.
It was something like that. He hurt himself.
Yeah, his hamstring.
It sucks.
But
it's bad.
I mean, they're proving that they can still win games without him.
Yeah.
They did lose yesterday. Or was it yesterday or 2 days ago?
That was yesterday.
Yesterday.
2 days ago they won 10-1.
Yeah, that game was nuts. It was just Harper grand slam.
Bryce Harper's on fire.
I know. But then again, we don't have Trey, but we proved
guys are stepping up.
Yeah, we proved we can win without him. It might not be
a lot of wins,
but it can still put us in contention.
If they play like this with Trey Turner until Trey Turner comes back, Phillies will be fine.
Yeah.
But hey, what's the last thing you say? First place Phils.
I know. It's been a long time since. When's the last time actually?
I think it's when they swept the Braves, and no, it's when I think they swept the Mets. Remember when Zach Wheeler threw the complete game on Roy Halladay? I think they took first place that season.
Yeah.
And that's the last time they were in first place.
When was Zach Wheeler's first year after New York?
After New York, so with the Phillies?
Yeah,
I think it was the COVID year, 60-game season.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I knew it was somewhere around there, but we have a lot to go over. We can't just talk about Phillies this time. Well, maybe.
Well, we could like put like partitions.
Yeah.
Let's do a Phillies real quick. The 6 games they played. Bryce Harper's back.
Yeah.
You know, he's been playing. He's on fire. I think he had 3 straight games with three.
I think it was 3 games, 3 home runs.
Yeah.
I think.
And like all of them were like 2 guys on base, grand slam.
Yeah.
I think he had 10 RBIs in the last 4 games.
Mhm.
Alec Boehm's hitting streak gone.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Then that happened in the last game of the Giants series or the first game in Toronto. But you know what I hate is how like some White Sox guy who posts stats or something. He's on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Posted how the Phillies haven't played a team above 500
We're
since.
playing against Cy Young candidates right now.
I know.
Like,
I think
played against Barrios.
I think I screenshotted a picture of a tweet.
Like.
Yeah, it was right here.
People that say that, I understand if it's like a pitcher that's not good. But if you're going against a guy who's a Cy Young candidate and you score 10 runs off him, I don't know.
Yeah, so this was the thing from Luke. I don't know how to say his last name. Some notable starters that the Phillies have tagged over the last few weeks. Jose Barrios, 8 runs. Logan Webb, 4. Dylan Cease, 5. Joe Musgrove, 7. Nick Lodolo, 3. Hunter Green, 4. Garrett Crochet, 7.
All right, I don't know if you should include Hunter Green.
That's good that I posted in there.
I think Hunter Green has not been good for a while, but I could be wrong.
I mean, the last 4 pitches they played have actually been great, good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Logan Webb. Everyone was freaking out about him being he could be a Cy Young this year, and then
Jose Barrios having one of his best starts of his years.
Yeah.
I saw a post. It was when a top pitcher goes into Citizens Bank Park.
I was talking to my brother right before the game, and I said, "Watch the Phillies score 10 runs on Jose Barrios, but then go to another game and then score no runs against a pitcher that's not good." It just always happens. Happened with the Arizona Diamondbacks in the
playoffs.
In the playoffs with Zach Gallen.
Yeah.
We made him look like even close to a Cy Young.
Yeah, and the guy that kind of started off against Jose Barrios was Cody Clemens.
Cody
Clemens had
using
Bryce Harper's bat.
I know.
Hey, I want to see more of Cody then. If he's
that's just the thing though, where the team is so
deep,
not stacked, but
there's a lot of depth.
It's just there's nowhere to put him once Trey comes back. There's no room.
I know, because Bryce will be not Bryce. Well, because Cody could play third and first.
It's not even
Like,
it's impossible because we know Rob Thompson likes taking out the lefties when there's a lefty pitcher, and he's a lefty, so there's like not going to be any time for him to play.
I think before he played yesterday's game, I think he had 2 games, 2 homers, and they were tanks. They weren't even like
yeah.
oh the guy's going back.
Speaking of tanks, did you see John Claro's home run?
No, I didn't. I know it was 119.9 miles per hour.
It was you couldn't even see the ball. That was like, it was insane.
He's always been known for just hitting absolute tanks. The Yankees, though, speaking of who the Yankees play, the Astros are bad.
They are bad, and it's.
And I think their owner,
amazing
GM, came out saying they're not going to sell at the deadline. But Alex Bregman's on his final year of his contract. Like,
yeah.
Josh Hader.
I don't know if he's going to go. Like, you know those times where, like, a guy's contract's about to be up, but you just can't picture him in another uniform.
Yeah, that feels like
Like Alex Bregman, I just can't picture him in another uniform.
That felt like Freddie Freeman, but then Freddie Freeman left.
Yeah, it's kind of like who else kind of had that?
Like Tom Brady. Yeah,
like you would never picture him in another uniform. There's like a lot of guys have that.
It feels like Jose Altuve. You just don't picture.
Yeah, no, he's not. No.
Yeah, you just don't picture.
Whenever
him.
you think of Astros, I don't care. You think of Jose Altuve immediately.
Yeah.
That is.
Or when they had who was on their teams? The late '90 teams, and like early 2000 teams. They had
Bagwell.
Yeah.
But
Jose Altuve, he got a signature steal. Good for him.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. But I think we should get into some NBA. I think that's the most probably important thing to get into. We'll start off with the East first.
I'll be honest. I did not watch most of the Pacers game yesterday.
I watched all of it, surprisingly.
Because my older brother was back at home, so we were watching.
Surprisingly, I watched an NBA game.
Yeah, we were hanging out, but I saw Rick Carlisle was not happy with the refs.
Yeah, he looked like a clown because he got ejected at like the very end.
I think the Pacers submitted something that they missed 878 missed calls.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a lot of missed
so
calls.
So stupid. But the Knicks are good. You know what? They kind of feel like the Nationals, 2019. Like they're not supposed to be this good, but they just are.
I think when they lost Julius Randle, people thought they were gonna take a little step, and then they lost Bojan.
Like even if you're looking ahead, if you are before the first game of the season.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would have said they were going to be the 2 seed.
I don't know, because everybody thought Milwaukee or Boston.
Like, it really feels like the Nationals to me because if you look at their roster, it's good.
Jalen Brunson's your lead guy. You lose your second lead guy.
If you look at their roster right now, it's good, but it's not like... It's not crazy.
Yeah, because...
Brunson's amazing.
Yeah.
He's so good, but, like...
I think with the loss of Julius Randle during the season, and you lose Bojan for the playoffs, like you kind of lose that scoring depth.
Yeah.
That you could have had. Well, especially Julius Randle, who is your second best player. But DiVincenzo is Dante. I'm not gonna call him. I can't say his last name.
He's been nice.
Oh, he's sweet jumper. Josh Hart is just a hustle guy who does it
I
all.
don't like Josh Hart.
But
I like DiVincenzo though. I do. I like he's fun to watch.
Rob Hardenstein. Or Isaiah Hardenstein. No, not Rob.
Yeah.
Mitchell. They got a lot of good supporting cast around Brunson. And Brunson does not. It does not matter if it's Philly.
Yeah.
It does not matter if it's Indiana. That guy will score.
I just wish somehow, some way, the West was split up into 2, so then 2 West teams could face off against each other. Because the Western Conference this year is stacked.
Yes.
Every team is good, besides maybe the Suns, but they're already out.
The Pelicans.
Yeah. Timberwolves, amazing.
Dude, I love
Nuggets, amazing.
Wow.
Mavericks, amazing. Clippers are out.
OKC.
They're all good. I feel like they could all maybe be...
Dallas maybe not.
I think they could all be at least number 2 seeds in the East,
yeah.
Without a doubt.
So the Nuggets, though, they are getting their butts whooped right now.
I know.
What do you think about Jamal Murray throwing a towel and a heat pad on the court?
He should be suspended. Actually, you just should not do that.
Especially the Carthay Towns stepping on the heat pad or whatever he stepped on.
Yeah, that, Oh, it makes me so mad that he only got a fine.
That could have been like what happened to Timberwolves coach when he tore his patella when Mike Conley ran into him by accident.
Yeah.
Like you just don't throw stuff on the court. Like I like that. Like yes, if someone want to tweak his ankle, if Karl Anthony Towns would tweak his ankle, you suspend him for a game or two.
Yeah.
But like, because no one got hurt, you keep him in. And plus, if the NBA wants to make any money off this series, they have to keep Jamal Murray in there just for the series to keep going.
I guess.
But the way the Timberwolves play defense, though, it doesn't even matter.
Speaking of the torn patella, that did not look that bad.
And the Timberwolves coach,
like a guy barely fell, and he was just sitting there in so much pain. I was like, I feel like he's kind of doing I feel like he's playing it on, and then I was like, oh, it didn't even look that bad to me.
I don't think with that
I guess just when you're at that age, it's just
it's a little tougher.
Yeah, it's just easy to.
What else? Oh, the Jokic won his third MVP.
I just shouldn't.
I think 4 years.
I think Doncic.
I thought Shea should have won that. SGA should have won it.
I think Doncic should have.
I get giving it to Jokic because it's Nikola and he's always been great.
Yeah.
But I feel like how Shea or Luka play this year, I felt like they could have. I mean, I think Jokic ran away with it. I think he got 79 first place votes.
Like that's just ridiculous. I don't know.
You cannot tell me it was that wide of a margin.
I wish they did MVP votes right after regular season. Right after. Because I feel like it kind of influences people once they see playoffs, and it's just not a part of that. But
yeah.
I want to get back to the Jamal Murray thing.
Yeah.
Because that, I heavily dislike Jamal Murray now because of that.
It can rub people the wrong way. It hurt me. I respect a lot of Jamal Murray's game.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of you don't think of him especially him to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of it hurts your reputation a little bit, but in reality, if they go on to win the series, it might be the game that changed the whole series. Him getting frustrated. But they got to figure it out. They are getting harassed on by Timberwolves all defense. Rudy Gobert, I think, is one of his fourth defense player of the year or third.
I'm about to get an Ant jersey.
I want an Ant jersey. I want
just the green one.
The green one. I want the which one is it? I love the uniform that
the white and navy.
No, it's the heck. Let me bring it. I think it's the ones not the ones that Kevin Garnett wore.
Oh.
It's the
Is it like the white version of that?
Something like that.
Like the trees on the.
No, not
collar?
the trees. Gee, I cannot spell jersey. Holy cow. Which one? Which one is it? It's it's these ones.
Oh yeah.
That one I would like to have, but or these kind of. Dude, imagine having an Ant jersey in that one.
I know. But I feel like, especially if Cat got injured there.
Oh yeah.
I think Jamal. If I were a commissioner, I'm not joking. I would have suspended Jamal Murray for the rest of the playoffs. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, because you just can't do that.
I don't understand how he only got a fine.
100K.
Guys will talk a little bit of trash to the refs and they'll get ejected.
Yeah.
This guy threw an entire.
And they didn't even notice. I don't think.
He threw a towel on the court
and a heat pad.
And weren't they down that side of the court?
Yeah. I think the towel heat pad was right beyond the ref's feet.
Oh my! I don't know. He should have. I think if I were the commissioner, I would have suspended him for the whole series. That's just me. I don't think that is unacceptable.
Yeah, I feel like it's tough for me because you want to see the best players play, but I think Mike Conley on the Pat McAfee show said he got asked about it. He was he didn't even notice Towns the thing on the it's just you can't throw something on the court. I'm surprised no one noticed. That's the one thing I'm surprised. I don't know how Cat didn't notice when he stepped on it. That's on the court. Yeah. It's just dumb. It's dumb. You can't do that, but he's still gonna be playing. And it's tough. It's just tough. But Celtics.
Yeah, I was about to get to that. Other East series got the Celtics. They're up 2-0, right?
No, 1-0. They play today.
Oh, okay.
Dogs. Derek White is my favorite player of all time. I don't care what anybody says. He is a dog. I love Derek White. He's on. He cannot. That 3-point. His 3-pointer is so cash.
They're pretty good this year.
Without Kristaps too, they like. Derek White is just, if he goes, the whole team goes. In my opinion, that's how key Derek White is, because he plays defense. He doesn't care who's in front of him. He'll go at. He'll hit 3-point after 3-point. Peyton Pritchard, who I love his game, the way he handles the basketball. He's a shooter. Good offensive rebounder too. I mean, he won't scare away. Tatum didn't even have a good game. They still beat the Cavs by 20 plus, or close to that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing with the Cavs. If Darius Garland is not gonna play well, Cavs have zero chance. So Donovan Mitchell cannot go, and what he did against Orlando when he had all 24 points in the fourth quarter, and still lose. I don't think he can carry the whole team against Boston, in my mind.
I think speaking of it, a little off topic. Actually, very off topic. The Kentucky horse race.
Oh.
I actually, not to flex, won my dad $900 off it.
What are you?
Yeah, he asked me to pick a random horse. Picked one. He bet 50 on it. Won 950.
Are you sharp? Are you sharp gambler? Is that what you are?
My money, but
Hey.
I got a cut of the money, so
Hey,
that's all I care about.
Hey, in a year or two, we meant to start a gambling podcast. I'll just be wondering about that. You know.
But back to NBA. If I were to, I think the top team I want to win, without a doubt, is the Timberwolves.
Yeah, but for me, it's the Celtics. If the Celtics don't win it, I want the Timberwolves to win. Or OKC. Those two, I want to see OKC Timberwolves.
I just
Western
haven't
Conference.
watched. I just wish Minnesota's games were not late.
Yeah, because I'd be falling asleep. I don't
Like-
want to be a lot. I take naps at 10 o'clock at night. I'd just be waking up fourth quarter.
It's really aggravating because the East game last night.
Was that 8?
I watched the whole thing, surprisingly. We already really talked about it. But
Yeah.
some takeaways that I had were just like DiVincenzo, clutch.
Josh Hart just grabbing every offensive rebound.
Um,
But yeah,
But-
the Timberwolves, I hate that the Western Conference games are late.
mhm.
Because, OKC games I want to watch.
No, because Western Conference, I know you're a Celtics fan.
Yeah.
It's the best competition right now.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt.
I'm Pacers, Knicks has been good. But,
I don't
see-
think anybody thought the Pacers were going to win, is the thing.
yeah, I think they could. Game 1, I will say that foul on Nemhart and Jalen Brunson before the ball was inbounded in game 1. Tyrese Maxey took a little bit of offense to that when he liked the post. It's same thing happened to the Sixers and
Yeah.
didn't get called. But it's just watching those two series in the West. All the Western games have been great to watch.
Yes, Minnesota's up 2-0. That could literally change.
Game 1 could have been game 1. That was a good game. Game 2 was a blowout. But I mean, the way Ant's playing.
We know how the Nuggets can play.
Yeah.
They could, without doubt, come back. It wouldn't be a surprise.
Oh yeah.
So,
And then the Mavs and OKC,
mhm.
Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic with Shea Gilly and Chet Holmgren and Jalen Wood. There's so many good teams in the West.
And Kyrie.
Yeah, I said Kyrie.
Oh, okay.
But hey, Josh Giddey's playing good basketball.
Yeah, Luka's series leader. Shea's averaging 29, 9 rebounds, 9. He's almost averaging a triple-double.
Yeah.
So,
And,
I feel like it's been a long time, too. They had a long break, OKC, I feel like.
Yeah, the last time in the
Did they?
playoffs was the bubble. That was with CP3.
You meant
you meant-
first round.
Oh yeah. They
because they
swept.
got the sweep.
Yeah, they had the sweep. I thought you meant playoffs because I was about to say.
When was the last game for the
I didn't play the Mavs or the.
last game for the sweep was
It must have been April, or early April, or late April, or early May.
I wish it would tell me, but
I think in Basketball Reference or ESPN has it.
I want to say April 30th because but I could be just completely
It
wrong.
could be. Let me pull this up.
I wish it would just tell me the date, but
The last game was The 29th.
Okay, the 29th, and they played when? Or
The
2 nights ago?
7th. Yeah,
So yeah, like they had a 8-day break.
they won by 22.
So
I want to see them versus Minnesota because Shaver.
that would be such a
Shea
good
versus
series.
Ant?
Yeah,
Like,
such a good
It
series.
doesn't matter if it's Luka versus Ant or Kyrie and Luka or Ant versus Shea. Like,
I would love to see the Thunder
And-
and Timberwolves.
and Shea and Ant got some like little like not like beef, but like just playing basketball, kind of like he
yeah.
like I think this year, Ant said you can't touch Shea without getting a foul call.
It's not wrong.
I mean, he does a lot of foul.
Yeah.
But like two young teams, not really like Timberwolves, not really the youngest team,
Hmm.
but like two teams with like one of the most up and coming superstars has a chance to go to the finals. You can't go wrong with that.
Like-
That'll be the best series.
I know you're a Celtics fan.
Oh, yeah,
I don't hate the Celtics. I think they're. I don't like them. I don't.
Yeah, you can
I don't
dislike
hate
either.
them.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I don't really care about any East game like at all.
Yeah.
Now that you
feel
said
the
it,
same.
like now that you said it, Timberwolves and Thunder would be such a good series.
Like Knicks and Celtics would be a great series, but I don't think like it would be great just because of the history.
yeah,
But right now,
I don't think the fans would like it. The fans would.
I
probably hate it.
think Knicks and Celtics fans would love it.
Well,
Just-
obviously.
well, yeah, but like,
I'm saying like
oh yeah, every time I go on Twitter, it's like a picture of Anthony Edwards, like please save us from a
Yeah.
Celtics. Knicks
like
win.
I don't think any fan would want to see that.
Nah, they want to see the young superstar, or star if you want to call him.
The Nuggets are turning into the Warriors with just them. Like nobody wants to see them anymore in the finals. But
Well, they've only been there once.
yeah, I know. But like, I don't know. They're just like, I don't know. I feel like nobody really likes Nuggets unless you're a Nuggets fan.
How do you feel about staying in the NBA? The Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler again. Pat Riley telling Jimmy Butler basically shut up. Basically, did you see that? Of Pat Riley telling Jimmy Butler to, if you're not playing on the game, don't even speak or don't talk.
Who said that?
Pat Riley, the owner of the Heat, because Jimmy Butler was posting on Twitter about or Instagram about the Celtics, saying don't let us get one, and then about the Knicks. Like
So like he was tweeting when
he was tweeting
injured?
put on Instagram. Yeah, when he was during the series, because game 2 after the Celtics lost, the Heat, Jimmy Butler put at the tweet, put out an Instagram post of when Jaylen Brown said don't let us get one.
Okay.
And he said something about the Knicks.
You know,
Jimmy Butler.
I like Jimmy Butler, but I love what the owner did. Just from what you told me, I feel like that needs to happen more often, and I feel like
Yeah.
it's actually going to teach Jimmy something. Because once you get the owner yelling at, like, getting you in trouble,
Yeah.
that's scary.
Let me pull up the full quote.
So, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah,
that
let
he did
me
that.
pull up the full quote. It was if you're not on the court playing against Boston, on the court playing against the Knicks, you should keep your mouth shut. That's what Jimmy Butler had to. That's what Pat Riley had to say about Jimmy
Yeah,
Butler's
that-
at the end of the season press conference.
I like that he said that.
And like that Heat team, man, like they got a lot of holes. Cause Butler's gonna. I think Jimmy Butler's gonna be gone.
Come back to Philly.
I don't know if Philly really wants him back. Like
Oh, I think they do. I don't think Jimmy would come
I
back.
think they do, but it depends on how. Maybe Pat Riley wants to keep Jimmy Butler in Miami.
If I were Jimmy Butler, I just wouldn't care for Philly, but if they gave me the right money, I would go back.
I think I would love Brandon going to Philly, just because of his age.
But that's the thing, like, I feel like we just keep getting those kind of players to where they're good, but they're not like.
I think Brandon's definitely upgrade from Tobias Harris. A huge
Oh,
upgrade.
100%. I'm just saying, like, I feel like the Sixers have a history of going for these guys that are. They're just going for
They're
guys. Like,
all-star type
no.
players.
I have a good analogy. They're always going for the number one guy in free agency. I feel like, and then they don't worry about like chemistry or like their
Yeah.
scheme of play. They just go for that number one guy, which is not a bad thing. It's just they think that's going to win them a championship, and that's just not how it works.
Like, who would fit Tyrese Maxey? Who would fit a backcourt of Tyrese? Because James Harden really fit.
I mean, I've always said Pascal Siakam, but he's on Indiana
he's going to
now.
stay with Indiana,
Yeah.
probably.
But Brandon Ingram would be good. It's just like I haven't really watched him that much, but
He could definitely play with, like, he played with Zion. Like,
yeah,
so, like, he gives you 20, 24 a night. Oh,
I feel like a good Philly addition would be like Chris Paul. Very big playmaker, can
Very
pass the
big.
ball.
Chris Paul's like 6 foot.
No, I'm saying like
Oh, like,
he's huge on assists. Embiid, you know how Embiid likes to, ball hog sometimes. Maxey does too. I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like, Chris Paul doesn't care about points. He just...
I feel like Chris Paul would better be off the bench than starting.
Yeah.
Like, they need a two-guard that can really, like, fit him, though. Cause, like,
They either need a playmaking guard who doesn't care about scoring or a solid power forward or small forward. That is...
Yeah. I feel like Kelly Oubre would be, like, the perfect, like, you, like, give him another 1-year contract, 1 or 2.
Yeah.
They need a... How do I put it? A guy who won't give you 0 points in a game 6.
Exactly. Like,
anything.
a guy who will, if he got 0 points in a game 6, he has other stats to back it up. He has those 10 assists. He has those 10 rebounds.
Well, he's playing great defense.
Yeah, like...
Which Tobias can play defense.
It's just...
But, like...
Who's free agents this year?
I know Ingram, Paul George. I'm not a big Paul George guy. I think... Like, I like Paul George's game, but I don't know if he's fit in Philadelphia.
NBA free agents 2024. LeBron is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait.
But he's a play option though.
LeBron, Paul George,
Klay Thompson. You know, Klay would not be bad on a small
Siakam
deal.
is a free agent.
You know what won't be bad? Klay on like a small deal, not like 40 million, but like 10 million for like a year or two. You can have him shoot threes.
We're back. We something happened. Allergies are bad.
Yeah.
Happens. We were on DeMar DeRozan though. What I was saying was, I feel like that's just a signing Philly would make. He's kind of up there in age, and he's obviously shown that he's good.
Yeah.
I just have that gut feeling that Philly's going to sign him.
You know what? I'm not the biggest fan of DeRozan in Philly. I don't know if it's just... I think it's just a playmaking aspect. Like, let me look at DeRozan's like...
I think the signing out of this free agency they should get is Siakam. I don't think they're going to get him just because...
Siakam, I would like OJ Siakam, but like... He had 5 assists, but like... The problem with that is like... Well, it's not a problem, it's just... I feel like the playmaking that was like what really helped the Sixers when Tyrese Maxey was at the 2, was when he played 2 and James Harden's at 1.
Yeah.
Like, they need a guy like that who can facilitate. Yeah. Not the level of James, because it's going to be tough to, like... But, like, just to be able to facilitate that good. But I think, like, OG might cost too much. Like, I would love... I think they would trade for Brandon Ingram. I don't know if Brandon Ingram's a free agent. I think they would trade for him. Mm-hmm. But, I mean...
I just hope they get...
Klay Thompson fit. I don't think it would be that bad. A 3-point shooter?
No, absolutely not.
I'm not talking about the money. I'm just talking about, like...
I know you mean 3-point shooter. I'm done with going with these guys that can shoot only threes.
He can drive a little bit.
What was Danny Green's thing? Don't think about what actually happened. What was Danny Green's thing in the NBA?
3-point shot on defense.
Yeah. What happened?
I mean...
He didn't show any of that.
Where?
In Philly.
Oh, in Philly. Hey, you shot a little bit.
Signed Harden. He was known for his scoring.
He scored.
Not defense. Scoring-wise, he definitely scored.
He dropped 42 against Celtics multiple times.
It's just like he was so off and on. They need, like...
Then guy can facilitate. I don't think...
And I think they had a huge chance. But they didn't care and gave it away. It was Jimmy Butler. I think that was the best chance they had. Jimmy Butler was the key, in my opinion.
People, I think with, like... I'm about to sneeze. Holy cow. But, I think with... Because I saw a post on Twitter, it was like, that, when Jimmy Butler was on the Timberwolves, and when he got, like, he wanted Cat to be what Cat is now.
Yeah.
But, like, Anthony Edwards is, like, that is leading, like...
Yeah.
I don't know if Butler's, like, he's a great leader and all, but I think for certain teams, I don't think he's the right leader. Mm-hmm. Like, especially for the Timberwolves, like...
Yeah.
Like, Ant is now getting all, like, what Cat is supposed to be. Mm-hmm. I feel like someone needs to do that. I don't know who in the Sixers, because, like, Maxey and Embiid are probably playing, like... Embiid probably has another, like, a small little level to him that he can probably play. Like, I know Maxey has another level to him, probably. Yeah. But, like, There's gotta be some young guy
Mm-hmm.
that like they draft. Or I don't know what they do.
Yeah.
But they're in a wonky situation.
That's not like it's more tough to be in a situation where you're so. In my opinion, it's more tough to be in a situation where you're so close. Not so close. You're close every year
Yeah.
to getting that big win, but you just miss it every year. And I think it's easier if you're in a position of you're dead last. Because if you're dead last, you know what you need to do. Like you know what you need to fix, what needs to happen to actually start winning games.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're
Like,
just in a really tough spot.
At some point, the Sixers need to get like I get Embiid's great and all.
Mm-hmm.
Like he probably had one of his best postseasons
Yeah.
as like scoring wise and just all.
Mm-hmm.
But like they didn't got like what Jalen Brunson did to them.
Yeah.
They need that kind of player, or Tatum did in Game 7. Like they need or
Yeah.
Kawhi. Like they need a type of player who it doesn't matter the moment they're gonna
Yeah.
get it done.
Yeah. But I think it's a good place to leave off.
Wait, who the Phillies play? The Phillies play? They play the Marlins, I think. I think Wheeler. No, I don't know Wheeler. I think Ranger.
They play tomorrow.
They play tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
So maybe we'll be back tomorrow to talk about it.
Yeah.
But we got to go a little early because I want to edit
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is Hot Takes with Nick and Justin. We'll be back next time.
Zach Wood from Cy Young.